How's it flying, guys? This is Lance Corporalhawk 30 with another reaction video, and I got a little bit of sad news. I might make a little separate video about it, but unfortunately, I had made a SMG4 reaction earlier, but I did not realize that I had normally, because in the past I've always done it as a solid single file, instead with my camera overlay already being part of the video instead of separate like I know some other people do. So I made a Cards Against Humanity recording where it was just the screen and no webcam. And when I went to record an SMG4 reaction today, it split, and I didn't realize I had forgotten to change the setting back. So I figured out how to do it, but I don't have the right editor for it. Well, I've got an editor that would work, but unfortunately I don't have the full version, and it won't let anything over 10 minutes save or export, unfortunately. So I figured I'd save it, and I was going back through and was deleting what I thought was a test run of this to make sure that this would record correctly, but turns out I deleted the face cam portion of the SMG4 reaction. And I didn't talk a whole lot during it, so uploading what part does have audio would just be the SMG4 video with only a few lines, and I didn't want to do that without a face cam. So unfortunately I lost that video. I will try to make it up and make sure that I get the next video right. But I wanted to put out a video today. So here is Everything Wrong with Equestria Girls in 7 minutes or less by Little Shy Femme. Now, I know this movie series has been a big source of debate among the Brony fandom for quite a while, with a lot of people arguing whether it's canon or not. I kind of think it is. I'm really not against the movie. It's not a terrible movie. It's just got a couple of gimmicks, you know. But anyways, I'm not going to waste any more time. I already spent too much time with the explanation. Now we're just going in and watch this. Everything wrong with Equestria Girls in 7 minutes or less. Spoilers. Duh.
Pinkiest Prime.
Haven't really gotten accustomed to these yet, either.
You and me both, Twilight. This pony doesn't stand out at all. He can't possibly be a significant character. This scene is severely lacking a certain hoof shake.
Yes.
Six are shunted off to bed like little toddlers. Hasbro Studios. This PMV doesn't make use of any green screen components. Isn't the Equestria Girls logo lovely tonight? The portal just happens to be opening on the same day that Twilight visits the Crystal Empire.
That is a bit of a
Twilight's
coincidence.
crown just happens to look like the prize crown from an alternate dimension. Don't forget to stand there for a little bit and give the person you've just stolen from a chance to spot you. Every pony just casually went back to bed and waited until morning. Pretty much the only interesting bits of this entire story are told by a boring exposition. Even DHX knew that the words human world are taboo in Equestria. Twilight's reflection opens its eyes before even she does. The fact that Celestia said the rest of the 96 couldn't enter means she knew that their human counterpart lives on the other side and that Twilight's counterpart doesn't attend this school. I wonder what else she knows that she's not letting on to.
Well, as we've seen in last week's episode, she didn't know how to act. Considering she's over 1,000 years old, you'd think she'd know that, but it was a good episode. But still, 1,000 years and you haven't learned how to do basic acting of sorts. Okay.
People laughed at the rumor of Spike becoming a dog. The fact that it's actually real says a lot about this movie. Those aren't hooves.
Let us see your war face.
At least the magical, all-knowing portal was polite enough to give Twilight some clothing.
Yeah, at least.
Spike hasn't really changed that much at all, actually.
But
Spike's color is spiky. High school. The building had only 5 windows on this wall just moments ago. This scene is a perfect example of the faulty toy design. Doors open in,
okay,
which is actually against building codes for a very good reason. Everyone seems to have icons representing cutie marks. I'm willing to bet that they also have tattoos somewhere on their body. Brad. Math is so
Brad.
funny. Right.
Oh, hold up. Wait. What did that say?
Brad.
What the heck did that say? It only said it for a split second. The bread. Okay, I think I know what it said, but
Alright, so pretty much every pony from Equestria has a human counterpart in this world. As if that wasn't enough of a ridiculous coincidence, they all just happen to attend the same high school?
I can speak to anyone.
That is a little suspect.
I want.
That statement really holds absolutely no weight. She's just a generic antagonist for the sake of being a generic antagonist. Writers, I am disappointed. Let me show you the greeting of my people. Spike has always been
What the heck is that?
But this movie brings about an all-time low for him. Leave it to Fluttershy to hand out flyers from this far away. Stop laughing. She later died from a concussion.
We decided to give it to Principal Celestia.
I can only imagine the smell coming from that backpack. Twilight's rightful throne. Celestia was actually secretly prying into Luna's office.
Looks like if I want my crown back, I'll have to become Princess of the Candela High Fall Formal.
Or, you could just steal the crown. That would actually make for an immensely more interesting movie. I don't care if vegetarian burgers and hot dogs exist. This is still a funny sight. What would he convince you about using that many napkins? Just... No, I can't do this.
Don't let the whole
Yeah.
I think fool you. She can be a real... Sister Elizabeth has a pet dog named Spike that looks just like that one.
Spin-off incoming.
Maybe?
Sunset never touches the second balloon. It just committed suicide when it realized what movie it was in.
Oh boy.
Exposition by a cheap monologue. Sweetie Butt is canon. This movie mocks its own antagonist by giving a cameo to a better one. Twilight didn't see snips or snails behind these giant glass doors. It's so punny it hurts. Recycle bin and Internet
boy.
Explorer. Just like your mom's netbook.
No. Just... No!
My reaction to this movie.
The comments about our song was really awful.
Oh boy.
I just can't help but get the feeling that...
Yet another major drive of the story based on a hunch. Don't you just hate waking up with cold feet only to find out your blanket is the wrong way?
She's wearing... Yeah, the boots. Okay.
The parallax shift of the moon and stars suggests they can't be up very high. As if Spike and Rarity shipping wasn't weird enough.
Oh boy, yeah. Also, you gotta figure... That took a few days at least, that Twilight... Like, maybe 3 days... I think 3 days. That, Twilight was in the human world. And you gotta figure... we don't really see her change her clothes that much, if at all, until close to the end. Stanky.
Video page will only be relevant for a few months before YouTube changes again. Rarity beatboxes. The idea here is that Twilight brings them together as friends, but she really didn't do anything. They just sorted it out amongst themselves. This is not a rainbow. Default iMovie music. Pointless ex-boyfriend subplot that goes absolutely nowhere. I think Hasbro
it really
just
does.
gave VHX a description of what the toys had looked like, and they just had to roll with it.
But deep down, we're all Candela Wondercolts.
Deep down inside, they are all actually cults. This song is just too catchy for me to hate. Yes, that's a sin now. Conspiracy theory time. Twilight appears to have been rotoscoped so as to make a change to the background. Speculate away. Sing a pointless song, win everyone's votes. This subplot about Twilight being a friend could have actually been really neat if it didn't appear and then suddenly resolve itself within seconds. Snips and Snails would have to have the exact same shape and build as Twilight for this to work at all. What opened this window? Did that happen all on its own just to change the lighting and
Yeah.
Fluttershy is about to remove a boot, but then she remembers that they're permanently affixed to her. At this point of the movie, I was content to just tell myself this abomination had nothing to do with the ponies I know and love. Then this happened.
Oh, this.
Look at me. My feet are just stubs to allow for interchangeable footwear. I know Pinkie Pie is random and crazy, but this just feels like bad writing. They appear to comprehend the situation all too well considering how fast Pinkie spoke and how absurd it must have sounded. How to trap a fool. Place a do not enter sign on the inside of the closet.
I knew this one was going tonight just as much as she does.
No you don't. Your master plan has little to do with the dance. In fact, you could have done what
Yeah,
you
it really
wanted to do at
does.
the time now. All you need is the crown, which you could have easily gotten your hands on. We've already seen you steal it once after all. Brad leaps over 6 steps at once. Chicken dance.
Oh, why you gotta do that to Scoots? Why you gotta do that to Scoots? Why you gotta do that to Scoots? For memes. That's the answer. Just for memes and a running gag.
Usually we attribute things like this to the writer simply not having enough time to properly fit everything in a 20-minute slot. This movie had over an hour to tell a story, and still resorts to poor means of transition and story development. The sledgehammer would just pass through the portal like anything else, right?
I would figure.
Equestria will find a way to survive without my element of harmony.
Actually, no, it's pretty much screwed. Spike acts like he can't even open the door, even though he did earlier in the movie without any problem. And then all of the kids in the theater start screaming while their parents drag them outside to get their money back. Wilhelm attends high school. The eco kid seemed unaffected to me.
Oh, yeah, Californians in a nutshell.
And to think I was actually hoping for a unique villain defeat. I guess Rainbow Dash is a natural-born flyer, even as a human. Congratulations! You've witnessed the all-new record for a villain-to-friend conversion. It took Luna 1,000 years, Discord more than a season, but Sunset Shimmer mere seconds.
There's a comment I need to make on that. There was actually a comic that did a better, even though it didn't add very many minutes, maybe like 1 extra minute on top of the immediate, the friend conversion, as he said. It still did a leagues better. Like Sunset, what it was Sunset was being confused as to how she could lose, and then being reluctant and unsure. None of this instant crying like, oh, I know that I did bad. I didn't know that was not it. That was rushed. That was rushed. You completely cut a character development part out of there. If you'd have given it 1 minute of speaking, it could have been good.
That's right, kids. You can jump off buildings and sprout wings so long as you do it together as friends. Let's play a game of spot the main character in the background. She's got freaking wings and her dancing is what draws the most attention. Wait until the very last second to return home, why don't you?
Timing!
On the other hand,
Lens flare. In Equestria, the ponies are pitted against dragons, mythical beasts, tyrannical overlords, starvation, and a slew of other fantasy and original elements. Equestria Girls is a cliched high school setting with just plain stupid coincidences that render whatever scrap of the story there once was into total horse manure. Seriously, anyone possibly asked me why I did not like this movie. So yeah, I'm counting the entire movie as one big sin.
Dealt with because we can't say kill. Okay, there's been a parody of CinemaSins, yeah. And I know full well they included a couple of them just for the sake of a joke. Alrighty, so that's pretty much done. And again, sorry for the lack of SMG4 today. I screwed up in the recording. I'm not going to get that one. But hopefully the next one I will pay attention before I start recording, like I did with this one. And we get something enjoyable. So, until next time, this has been Lance Corplock 30.